Okay, so today we're going to be changing what they call the transmission line jumper, which is this piece of hardware. And where this goes is this is what couples your transmission lines to your cooler. And you can see that bottom one's leaking. Now I put new O-rings in that about a year ago, and that slowed the leak down. In fact, it's not dripping on the ground anymore, but I see that it's still wet. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the jumper. And let me give you a shot in here. Hopefully that's coming in good and clear. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to remove that. I'm going to go ahead and remove the grill. You can do this without removing the grill, but the grill is so easy to remove, and it should give us a little bit of access. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the grill, and I'll show you how to do that. All you do is you pull these little inserts out right here. You got one on each end here, the 4 in the middle, and then the grill will literally just snap right out. I mean, it doesn't take no time at all. So let me get what I need for that, and we'll get started. So the tools I'm going to try are these little beauties right here. If you don't have a pair of these, you need to get you a pair. And this. So these have already been out a few dozen times, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and use these and hope that does the trick. Now what you got on the bottom is just clips. Yeah, right there's one, right there. And then you can just disconnect your lights. And the whole grill's off. And that's just going to give us a little bit of extra clearance. Right there. One bolt there and both the lines. And I think, yeah. So there's the little plastic caps here will need to be popped up. I'll get a screwdriver and we'll get those out of the way. In fact, let me do that real quick. Show you what I'm talking about. If yours has still got these plastic caps, a lot of times these things have already been moved up out of the way. You'll see them a lot of times up on the line. I'm just going to reach in here with my hand. So that's what you're looking at there. Now there's two little clips. In fact, let me show you the new one so you have a better understanding of what's going on here. Okay, so this is kind of the way that thing sits in there. And you've got these little clips in there. They do make a special tool. And the way this works, it goes around the line and it will fit in here. And when you turn it, it will release the clips. Now, of course, this aftermarket. There it goes. When you turn it, it opens the clips up. You can also use just a pick. So if you got just a pick like this, you can get in here, get underneath this, and you can pop these clips. You can pop these clips out of there. A lot of times I just use a pick. When you go back together, you go ahead and put these clips in like they are, and then the line will just literally push in and snap, and those clips prevent the line from popping out. You got 2 O-rings in there. And then of course you got the 1 bolt, and we got our O-ring impregnated washer seals already on there. So yep, that's all you got. So let me let's see, I guess the next thing I'm going to do is get these clips off. Now this didn't really want to fit in this. This is an aftermarket unit, and it's kind of tight on this one, so hopefully the factory one will actually be better. First one's out. And I dropped the tool. I'm sorry I can't really get you in there to show you how this works. You kind of see that tool sitting in there. I'm just going to twist it. Then it's going to open those spring clips up. And then the line will just pull right out. Okay, those lines are off. Now I've just got to get to the 10mm bolt. Okay, so what I'm using is a long extension. And a 1/4-inch ratchet. And there she is. Make sure your seals come off with it. You don't want to double seal. I'm just going to do a quick inspection, make sure that it looks the same as the new one, or rather the new one looks the same as the original, and see if we can figure out why this one's still leaking. The O-ring looks fine, but that thing sure is leaking. And that's probably why right there. See how that turns? That should not turn like that. Yeah, this side's still nice and crimped on there. These are crimped on, I believe. So when they turn like that, that is not good. Okay, so if you notice, I've got my clips. already installed. Make sure you're in view here. Clips are already installed. That's the way they come. The O-rings are already on here, so it should be good. I'm going to wipe off where this mates up and get this bolted on, and then I'll just snap the lines in. And then you're done, and you don't lose a lot of fluid. I mean, you can see how little, you know, just a few drops is all that has come out of that. So let me see what it's going to take to... Okay, camera's just in the way, so I'm going to have to move it. Okay, got her on. I had to use both hands, so I wasn't able to really show you, but there it's ready for the lines to be hooked up. I'm going to start with the bottom one first. Which I think is this one. Yeah, that's that one. And they just push in. You do want to lube up the lines with fluid. Okay, got them both snapped in. And then these little plastic keepers, all they do is just keep the you want to wiggle them and pull on them. Make sure they're not going to be able to pull out. And that's it. Start it up, make sure it doesn't leak, and call it a done deal. Let us do that. That's all there is to it. Again, that's what they call the transmission jumper. This was a 2007 Wrangler. You guys take care.